Hello, 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 hello. I'm Lynn Browder, and I have a son, Owen, who is 11 and has autism. We paint together, working on his fine motor skills. We use a hand-over-hand method, and then I paint the rest. I should say we use a hand-over-hand method painting the backgrounds. And then I paint the rest. Something like that. Anyone can probably guess if you've watched another one of our videos. I'm tired, but I'm painting late, and that tends to be what I do a lot of. I just get started late, and then here I am. Here I am, painting late. I had one thing in my mind that I was going to do, and this is not it. I had in my mind I was going to paint a bathtub, like, and have it kind of with some flowers and different things. But that is not what happened. I started doing this instead, and the background that I wanted for the other I didn't do tonight. I was painting a cream background with Owen, and well, I should say I painted a cream background with Owen so that I could do this bath thing I wanted to paint. And when I wanted to do a brown background, and when I started to do the next one, because we usually do 3 or 4 together for one day, instead of painting one that wasn't already painted, I painted over the cream one. And I just grabbed another one and did that, but then I had something else in my mind. So I did not paint the color that I thought I was going to paint. And, technically it's no big deal, but I just had in my mind what I was gonna do and what didn't happen. So here we are. We are in the middle of this paint, and that's okay as well. And I get stuck on a particular style of flower and how it should look, and I'm so not a green thumb at all. My mama is the green thumb, and so I paint flowers, and they kind of look like real-ish flowers, but her flowers are the real deal and beautiful. So we just go for it. That's what we do. And hopefully you can follow the bouncing ball of what I'm saying, because rinse, repeat. I'm tired. I have to laugh because I don't want to cry. Owen's ready for school to start. I'm ready for him to have his school. He loves school. He absolutely loves the routine of school. And so he misses it as the summer winds down. It's such a big thing for him. And so I can't wait for him to have his schedule back. The things he loves to do, the things he wants to do. Just to be with his friends, his teacher, the aides, the lunch routine, the breakfast routine, the bus, the it all of it, and it helps him to kind of have that schedule and those people. And today when we went to his therapy, he got to see one of his friends, and he just lit up when seeing his best friend. And in so many ways it's hard for me because Owen's staying back 1 year. He just maturity level and just there were so many more things that he needed to work on, and age appropriate things. So I couldn't see moving him to the next school grade, which would have been 6th grade, just yet. He just needs more. Um, he has a hard time with his fine motor skills, and eating with utensils, and just all of the things, when it gets emotional. When Owen was younger, and even now, but more so when he was younger, you take your child to these doctor's appointments, and they want you to fill out these forms that say, is your child meeting these milestones? And it's got tears in my eyes just thinking about it, because I get it. They want to help. The doctors want to know the information, try to help you with the information, and lead you to the next phase, what they can do to help you and help your child. But sitting there and having to fill out a form that says, can your child walk, talk, count, name something, do something, and they're struggling to even look you in the eye or look anywhere near you or think, any of these moments, it's all still so vivid in my mind that it's hard to even think about, hard to even talk about, because that's my baby, and I want to do everything I can to help him and to get to that point where he's able to count to 100 and count to this and count to that. And he's come so far, and he can count, and he can do a lot of the things. But he also struggles some days trying to do those moments in time that he's supposed to be able to do at his age or his maturity level or any of it. And I struggle because, again, that's my baby. That's my boy. So learning to grow together, learning to find the things that help your child. It's not always just, fill out the form. Yep, he's there. I can't tell you how many times I was like, yep, he is there. He can do that. When really he couldn't. But I couldn't answer the questions wrong. I couldn't answer the questions right. So many of the times I would just leave it blank. And his doctor was amazing, because she'd help me fill it out, or she would fill the form out, or we would just talk about it another day. And she helped me find places to get him help. And the more you learn, the more you can grow through it. And I always tell Owen that we're a team, because we have to work through all of this together. Autism is as much about how I handle it as it is about Owen having it. And that's the journey of this. That's the part that we're parents, And I just want to keep learning and growing for my son. I don't always have the right answers, but I sure want to find them. It's hard to paint and cry. I can't tell you how many times I've had tears on my paintings. But that's how you get through. And that's how you move forward. So we have to talk about happy days. Happy. That's what we have to do. Happy. And that's hard too sometimes. But I'm not crying. That's what I have to do. I didn't want to completely cover that up because I liked it, and I generally, like, that's my problem, is I cover up. I never know where I'm at when I'm painting, in the sense of what I'm putting in the places, like, just random stuff. But it didn't look quite complete, so I needed to add a little bit there. So I think that's better. I had too many light on this side compared to so many darker ones on that side. So I think I need to see if I can figure out how to just add a little tiny light one, right? Just so it has, I don't want to add too many things in there, because then it's like the opposite of the thinness that was in there. But I just want to keep adding just a couple little things to add. I think that's good. Then I just need maybe sometimes, so see, I got the blue instead of the brown. If I pull out too much, I can't talk and I was gonna say talk and type, but I'm not typing. Talk and paint, sometimes I have to concentrate on what I'm doing. Sometimes. So there we go. I think I just wanted to add a little extra texture. Easy for me to say. I think that was floating there, so we're just gonna add. Okay, so now I do O for Owen, and then L. Just want to make that there, and B. And this is as much about the story as the painting itself, and so that's where I kind of add that in there. So I think that's it. When it dries, sometimes this goes a little fades in a little bit, and so I just want to make sure. Now, in my paintings, when I put the paint on here, I then am doing what I call paint blob jewelry. And this is very thick paint, so it's almost too thick, but I just kind of thin this out, and I'll thin it out better than that, but I take that and push it all around, make some pretty little designs, I suppose, and then I make paint blob. This is eventually going to be a necklace or keychain. Got rings, rings and magnets, things like that. And they'll be on my website eventually. You can check out my website, which is sweetbabyo.com, or on Facebook. Sweet Baby O is where I share our story, and Sweet Baby O designs more of our artwork. So I appreciate everyone being on the journey with us, and thank you so much for watching and listening to my emotions and being there for our journey. So thanks for watching. Doodles.